teaching how to breathe in the dark. I breathe in the dark so that the sound of my breathing is the only thing I hear. So deep in the dark, I cannot see myself breathing. So deep that I cannot breathe at all. I have no more wish to breathe, not even when it's not light outside. I need the dark, like you do. In the dark, we might come face to face and not know it, and touch noses if we're not breathing. Why touch noses in the dark? Or why not breathe? I have attended many conferences and seminars on just these topics. They're sold out. People love talking about breathing and the dark. They bring all sorts of magic to the discussion. Support groups gather and talk one another through what they see as the intricacies of darkness and breathing. I confess to standing on the sidelines for most of these discussions, reluctant to participate. What do I have to say? I'm a master at breathing in the dark. I have nothing to contribute to the discussion. Sure, if these people were interested in mastery, I might have something to tell them. But they're not interested in mastery. After all, if you want to breathe in the dark, breathe in the dark. It's not that hard. And if you want to become a master at it, well, do it for many years. Years on end. When you come home from work, turn off the lights to the apartment and breathe. That's all it takes. Just a few hours a day. But people won't even do this. That's why I'm the master and they're not. Such a simple act, but everybody refuses after a while. They love listening to the talks, doing the group exercises, filling out the questionnaires, even leading a talk or two themselves, just for fun when they get the hang of things. But when it comes to breathing in the dark, it's not so much as a phobia as it is a genuine lack of interest, which makes no sense on the surface of things. No sense. Because why are these people traveling all around the world and paying good money and buying expensive conference kits with 10 DVDs, blindfolds, and mirrors, if they're not really into it? Why do all these conferences and attend these workshops, form these online courses together, leave their families, have affairs, deplete a lifetime of savings, and risk humiliation at the hands of a teacher if you're not really interested? Especially if someone like me could just tell you. But if I just told you how to breathe in the dark, you'd be convinced you'd have to find another way. I know, I was this way for years. Apparently, it is the way of the world. I understand that. You've got to get addicted to not breathing in the dark. Feel the limitations of that addiction, then resolve to break free of the cycle and then start turning off the lights everywhere you go. Even if it means inconveniencing people or causing accidents, it doesn't matter. You've got to have your cleanse at all costs. It is the light cleanse. See, what we're aiming at is the ability to breathe without a source of light, like anaerobic bacteria, only they don't require oxygen. I guess we could call ourselves anaphotic respirators. Anaphotic respiration. It almost sounds scientific, but it's a game changer. I know it changed my life. Think of a life where you go home and you're afraid of turning off the lights. Think of a life where you have to find a world of support groups to support your phobia. And imagine no matter where you travel, there's only a handful of individuals who have solved the problem. They're the ones hosting the seminars, giving the talks, chairing the conferences, initiating the online courses, publishing the books and the DVD kits. These folks are serious folks, but there's maybe only 100 of them all throughout the world. They don't or won't even talk to each other. Not out of spite or ill will, not even out of competitiveness. No, these are genuinely good-hearted people, great-hearted people who love each other very much, who love you and the world very much. Now, their attempt is to preserve the purity of the methods, say if there were 20 methods around the world, these would be methods that would benefit by and would benefit others by keeping the originality of their methodology intact. As I indicated, I am one of the 20 to 25 teachers who travels the world teaching individuals how to breathe in the dark. Our numbers are unstable and uncertain because teachers come and go, and because individuals come and go. Some forget how to breathe in the dark after teaching it for so long without practicing it. Yes, this happens. Other individuals pop into the category of teacher and then get terrified by the responsibilities involved. It can be genuinely horrifying to breathe in the dark for more than a few minutes a day. I can barely handle more than an hour, and I'm an advanced practitioner, teaching breathing in the dark for more than 20 years. And you may ask why it's so difficult even for me after all these years. But you can even ask yourself and find the same answer. I'm no different. Just perhaps a little more courageous and foolhardy. But the answer is the same. When the lights are off and you are breathing, and there is breathing, but there is only breathing, who's there? You can't see yourself. You can feel yourself. You can hear yourself. You can even talk. But when you can't see yourself, something fundamental changes. This is why all my classes fill up and have been filling up for over 2 decades. The loss of sight is what's paramount. It makes you question everything. Because if you can't see yourself, how do you know it's you breathing? Sure, you can hear and touch yourself, even taste or smell yourself. But how do you know it's you unless the lights are on? And then when I turn on the lights and you're still breathing, it's too late. The seed of doubt has been planted, and the transformation will inevitably occur.